bus train now to get to Henley. So today is exciting. I'm off to meet the Campbells.
So, just on the way to pick up Sasha from the station. Really excited to meet her.
Obviously I've watched their little vlogs, you know, for a while now, so I feel like I know them to a certain extent, but they don't know me at all.
Don't know that much about her. I've had a chat with her on the phone. Obviously she's become a £50 patron, and I'm just so excited to hear her motivation for being involved in our project.
I think we're going to do a little bit of filming, and yeah, I'm excited to learn a little bit more about their process in terms of production and how they create their content.
Sasha, hello!
How are you?
So nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Thank you for coming to get me in this awful weather.
Isn't it miserable?
It really is. How are you? You alright?
So good, thank you. You don't mind the camera being
Not at all. Are we
on
going
there?
now?
I mean, we're going straight away,
Straight
because why
away.
not?
Why not? Exactly. I did manage to get
Oh my
some.
god, it's so miserable, isn't it?
It's absolutely dire, but what a nice part of the world.
We're on a mission
To discover.
if there's a better way.
We haven't done one of these for ages, have we? So it felt about time for us to give a little update from the Communing with the Campbell sofa. On Monday this week. What?
It's just our sofa.
All right.
Sofa.
Well, it is the Communing with the Campbell sofa. On Monday, we had the great pleasure of meeting Sasha, who has joined our team on Patreon at the top tier of membership, which for a 24-year-old graduate, I think is absolutely amazing. So we wanted to meet her, brought her up here to have a chat with her about what she wants to get out of the project and what we can give her in terms of her contribution each month. And it was really cool, wasn't it? What did you think of her?
Yeah, lovely. I mean, Indy was really poorly and snuggled on the sofa with me, so when you came in, you didn't give me any warning. Just lying on the sofa, cuddling my baby. I had to like jump up and clear up whatever mess you probably left around.
So, team, this is Sasha.
Hi, Sasha. Hello. Lovely to meet you. It's like poorly girl today.
I know. So I did hear.
Oh. Normally you'd be running up and giving people cuddles, wouldn't you, when you meet people?
Oh, a little
Just show you the cost.
Oh, yeah.
definitely under the weather.
Oh,
Bless her heart.
Don't worry,
totally.
don't worry. You lie back and relax.
exactly. Oh, baby.
So what I thought, sweetheart,
Yeah.
like form-wise, is that we have a bit of lunch,
Okay.
and then maybe do a kind of sit-down chat with Sasha, all three of us.
Yeah.
I think it'd be quite nice.
Very lovely.
What was the first video you watched that kind of introduced you to the to the clan?
I first saw the TikTok of Indy talking about what she wanted for dinner. Chicken soup.
Chicken curry.
I was just like, this child is absolutely adorable. And that was it. That was the first one. Now here we are.
Yeah.
Sitting around your dining table in
I know.
Henley. I just kind of mindlessly followed initially. I was like, a cute kid, nice family, let's follow. And then I saw the big announcement, and I thought it was an excellent idea. I love the idea of communal living. I think it's great, but I don't know an awful lot about it, and I'm definitely interested to find out more. But I think especially, I think I was really intrigued because you've got such a lovely house. Almost seems like it's idyllic, this lovely life in Henley, and you're uprooting. You're going to go and see if as you said, there is a better way, and it will be interesting to see what you kind of find out along the way. So yeah, I thought it was really interesting. I'd love to be part of it.
We never talk apart from when we do this. At the moment, life is just absolutely wild. So don't expect it all to be, oh, how lovely, because it's not, because you're annoying,
No,
and I
I
have
think
to tell you.
I think it's important to show people the reality of what it's like to be married to you.
I'm checking whether this is going out.
What? Sweetheart, you are the one in control of your mouth and what you're saying.
But I didn't realise it was
and
on.
you see the cameras
no,
on.
I didn't realise the camera was on to start with.
It's on.
I
You
can
know that?
it's
See
on
that
now.
red light? That's the recording light, and the red box
see
around
that
it
it's
says
on
it's
now.
recording.
But yes, Sasha was lovely.
She was really lovely. So it's a big thank you actually to Sasha for getting on board. And
The only thing I've got about this is what about all the other people that have got on board?
Hang on, look, sweetheart, hang on a minute. Just put the snake down. Oh my God. One of the things that I'm really interested in is picking your brain as a young person as to how we go about building this online community before we kind of build hopefully our real physical community. So what's amazing for me is having you got on board. That's really exciting, but of course we need lots more people. So what's your take on that?
So I think I do think you're doing amazing with it. I think, you know, from looking at the comments, you seem to have all sorts of people, like all different ages. I'm seeing a lot of mums, a lot of, you know, people. I mean, especially TikTok as well. That's one of the biggest platforms. Like TikTok was sponsoring like the Euros recently. I was like, it's amazing how far it's come. So I think amazing with the TikTok. Absolutely keep that up. I think just keeping it as broad and as real as possible. I think people my age are quite attuned to when something is a bit fake or a bit off. Yeah. Or a bit sort of, I don't know, not staged, but when something's just not authentic. And I think authenticity is part of the reason that I was kind of drawn to this whole thing in the first place. So I would say just, you know, keeping it real and like definitely showing, you know, the vulnerability like you have been, especially with just how huge it's going to be.
What we always said with this project was that what we'd be was very authentic and honest about the journey in terms of getting to where we want to get to. And I did a post today on Instagram about, you know, how tough it is, because it is tough. There are so many different aspects to this project that sometimes feel a bit overwhelming. You know, there's of course the planning the trip itself, which sometimes feels a bit like a full-time job. There's the financial aspect to it, trying to find sponsors, making sure that content is good quality, you know, managing the Patreon stuff, which we're doing. There's the kind of practical bits in and around the family and packing up our house and having to talk to the school about when the kids are leaving, and there's a leaving party to organise, and there's social media to manage. It's endless, and there are so many different strands to this project that sometimes I feel quite overwhelmed by it. If I'm looking at it from a really dispassionate point of view, like someone that's almost looking from above at what's going on at the minute, it's almost quite intriguing. Like I recognise all the things that are happening, you know, the stress I'm feeling, the pressure it's putting up our relationship under, the pressure it's putting on Katie. I think the one thing for me is that I really feel like the stress that we're under, I think and I hope isn't really translating to the girls. I feel like the girls are still living their best life, and I think the girls will continue to live their best life. And I think that the opportunity that this whole mission affords them is completely amazing. They're kind of insulated from the stuff that we're absorbing. I don't know whether you feel the same about that, but you know, I definitely feel that, and that's a good feeling. In terms of what you're hoping to get out of this project, right? I mean, obviously, you've got a real interest in media and film and whatever. So, you know, one of the big things for us, you know, in this top tier of Patreon, which you're now a part of, is, you know, that kind of executive producer bit. Like, what do you really want to get out of it? How involved do you want to be in the project? And because obviously we want this to be a fantastic experience for you, so it's really interesting to kind of hear from you about what you'd ideally like to get out of it.
I would like to be as involved as I can be, really. I think, especially, I mean, I would love to go into filmmaking in the long run. It took me a while to make that decision, because I've kind of explored a few different avenues of media, but I think finally made that decision. And it's just so hard to get any sort of experience without having experience. It's just like an endless cycle of unemployment and just misery. So I think, well, first of all, I'm very passionate about the product anyway, but just getting some actual experience, being involved in the creative process as much as I can be, and just absolutely just having some experience would be just any experience at this point would just be amazing. So very happy to be, as you say, like a sounding board or you know, absolutely anything.
It's all the fresh ideas, isn't it? And you know, straight out of university, and you know, you're a bit old now, aren't you? So
I mean,
when was the last time you actually did a training type? You know, you have to be able to bring some really new.
And this masters as well, which I'm going on to do will help a lot, I think. So I'm very happy to bring that to the table as well.
The timing is lovely, isn't it? Like you're starting in September.
I was wondering what that was.
Oh no, I was just spying on it over there. Lovely. Flying, got ants, flies.
Just got a fly joining us.
It's real.
Joining the vlog.
Anything to say?
You coming with us?
Right, so we're going to end with a positive, because whilst this is tough, there are also positives. You know, Sasha coming on Monday was really cool for us. A real affirmation that we're on the right path, and the journey and the mission is connecting with people, which is fantastic. Young people, which is really cool. So Sasha, thank you so much for getting on board. It's awesome to have you as part of the team. And you know, whilst we can't deny that this is really tough. It's tough on our relationship. It's tough in so many ways, because doing anything different is tough. But in doing things that are tough, in continuing to believe and hold true to the course, which if you
be real. What's this?
What do you mean?
Blurb?
What do you mean be real?
Just
this is incredibly real.
Okay. It doesn't feel it. It feels very like rehearsed or scripted. What are you trying to say? Just say it normally.
What do you mean? What am I
Say
trying
it
to
to
say?
me. What are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say stay true to the course. Stay true to the mission that we're on, and believe in it. Believe in it with all your heart and make it happen.
Yeah.
And don't get sucked into a spiral of negativity, because if you do, it will not happen.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to say. That's what I... But...
It's not what you started on going on about.
Being true to the course.
Let's not have another argument on here. You're not going to put 58 arguments in this, are you? Look, we had my grandparents here. They always make me emotional. We've had Father's Day with Dad, who makes me emotional. I'm tired. Indy's had a croupy cough all week and not slept. I've got so many things to do, like just stupid, boring things to do. And yeah, it's not the right time for me to be sitting and being all positive, but it's real. So there we go.
I hear that, and I understand that.
I will be excited. I am excited. It is. We are lucky if we can not be absolutely ridiculously bankrupt at the end of it. We're lucky to be able to have this opportunity to do it. You know, I get it. I do get it. It's going to be so much fun. You know, people are saying, oh, they're going to miss their child when they go to school. I've got a whole year with my girls, which will obviously drive me absolutely crazy at times. But I'm really looking forward to that. I'm really looking forward to being able to go to other places to see other things. I am. But, you know, there is so much stress that I don't even think you've even considered that has to happen before then. And then when I'm having a bad week and a bad day with no sleep, I then just go, oh, it wasn't my dream anyway, I don't want to do it. That's just, you know, just how I am.
Right, until next week. Yeah, thank you for your continued support. I think let's finish with that, right? Because there are lots of people that want this to work and are supporting us, and for all those people, we're hugely grateful. Thank you. We're doing our best. It's tough, really tough, but we'll get there. We will get there.
Right, you've got to take Indy's wee to the doctors now.